Case, too much stress on everybody. It's so hard. You know, that's what everybody remembers me by. When my son Joshua, I was going to put him in pre-K in Chicago. First thing teachers did was they called me, God, he's Rolando Cruz's kid. And they go, well, he was innocent though. They go, yeah, but you don't know him. He's one of the top game bangers. All that's how man, come on, fuck, leave me alone with this already. I mean, I get time for this BS. I'm trying to have kids. I'm trying to do the American thing, life, and it just kept on. So I moved to a little village, 22 blocks in Wisconsin, and then now my life gets screwed over again, because I get subpoenaed, which I wanted to get subpoenaed. I really forced their hand to subpoena me to testify to do it in the hearing. I went to the media and I did a big thing, and so it wasn't a big deal. I guess subpoena was actually what I wanted, but then when I didn't know the fallout that was going to happen. I went to work, which I worked exactly 3 years, 1 month, 1 week. And I went in on Wednesday and I said, hey, I got the subpoena, I got to go testify at this trial. I need these days off. They said, all right, just fill out the paperwork. So I filled the paperwork out. And then on Friday, they're looking at me all weird and started giving me a hard time. Now, I was the lead person, assistant supervisor in second. And I went from second to first because as a single parent, I have to be with my kids. And I got custody of my kids now, so at the time I had just Muriel, and so I had to be home during the day, and at nighttime, during the day she was at school, so I had to be home, and they used to let me go in. We started at 7, but they used to let me go in at 7:35 all the time, 7:40, so I can put her on the bus, and I went to work Friday. And they come from school, and my supervisor comes and says, your daughter's a little sick, you gotta go get her. It was 1:15. I said, all right, so I took off when I got her, took her home, she threw up by herself, and I cleaned her up. Went back at 3:30, grabbed my check. I said, oh shit, I better punch out, I can always tell them, as a lead person, I know that we can change the clocks, but only a lead person can do that, or supervisor. So I know it's not a big deal at all, so I did that. I punched out, so then on Monday, we're moving out the biggest unit we ever made, a $30 million unit. And I didn't even think about it, because I knew I had to hurry and move this unit out. And then Tuesday, I seen Amber, and I said, hey, you know what, I forgot to tell you, on Friday, I punched out at 3:30, but I was supposed to punch out at 1:30, at 1:15. I said, I apologize about that. She goes, oh, don't worry, I'll fix this. Okay, cool. That was at 7:40 in the morning on Tuesday. At lunchtime, right before the bell rang, they called me into Human Resources, and they fired me. And they said that, and on the paper it says, I should never have informed the lead that I punched out. Wrong. I'm being honest here. I'm not going into bullshit. And I get fired, then that night, Dugan's attorneys sent another investigator over with another subpoena, but it's a motion to compel me to testify, like they're gonna force me now with a case in Wisconsin. So now the police department where I live at, there's only 5 cops. It's just, you know, it's like now they know, so everybody's thinking they have something to do with a murder now, so now the cops are driving by all the time, and it's just, everything's just screwed up now because of this. And like I say, it's constantly, this is the fallout from the very beginning. You know, this is all the way back from August 1st, 1983, when I first got locked up. This is the fallout from all this. And actually from March of '83, because that's when they came and started harassing all of us. And this fallout, this is what I want people to see now, and people to realize that the lies from the very beginning, though they lied, and as trained professionals, that we entrust our government with this authority of enforcing the law, of prosecuting justice. We invoke them with this trust, and we need to believe in them that they're gonna do this the right way, and not come and start lying to a bunch of smart-ass kids. Well, you know, I was the first one to say it, and everybody ran with it after. We were a bunch of smart-ass street punks at the time. I mean, we were. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's reality. I mean, there was kids from 13 to 21, and we were, most of us were gangbangers. I mean, that's what we were. And they came, they lied to us, and we lied to them. Because to us, it was no more real, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it was no more real than a Friday the 13th movie, because we never, it wasn't there. We weren't there. We didn't, you know. So cops came to lie to us, we lied to them, and it was just, you know, bullshit. But they started with their lies. They didn't have a right to lie to us. You know, we don't hire these people to enforce our laws so they can go out and be paid liars. We don't pay them to be, you know, state's attorneys so they can lie about people, falsely prosecute people, knowingly and willingly and wantingly do this. We do it so they can be honest about it, so they can stand up for real justice. You know, that's what we're supposed to be paying them for. And instead, you know, they want to go out there and they lie, and they trick people, and they lie to them, and everything happens, and now look, everything just comes back, and now, you know, they say, well, you know, well, aren't you happy, you know, that Dugan's being prosecuted? Why should I be happy about it? I mean, I'm happy anybody that committed a case like that is being prosecuted, not just him per se. You know, and then people say, well, you know, I bet you never thought this would happen. I never even thought about it because it didn't matter to me. What mattered to me is all the injustice that these idiots are doing over and over and over to everybody, and they're not stopping with it, and they're constantly doing it. I've heard that now Burkett has told certain reporters that it's because of him coming out with DNA that I got a pardon. Well, first of all, I never got a pardon. I never asked for a pardon. I never filed for a pardon. So whoever says that is lying, because I never did. Look at the paper that I filed. It was not a pardon. I would never file for a pardon. Because a pardon is when you bump into somebody and say, oh, pardon me, because you did something wrong. I did nothing wrong. I will not file a pardon. They can kiss my ass. That's just the bottom line on that. I will not do that. And as far as, like, these people saying the DNA, when I got sentenced the second time, Tom Green had already used DNA in the Lynn Scott case. Yeah, it wasn't Lynn Scott, it was what's his name, Dotson case. And he was the first one to use it, and he brought him to the Dotson case. And then when I went back, I called John Hanlon and Tim Gabrielson, and I told them, you know what, I heard about this DNA shit. Take all the blood you need to take from it, just leave enough to live. And they told me, you know what, Tim Gabrielson told me, word for word, he says, DNA is gonna prove one or two things. One, you're the best damn liar in the world to convince everybody that you're innocent when you're really guilty. Or two, it's gonna prove you're truly innocent like you said you are. That's a take my fucking blood. That's all you gotta do. We fought them Contrary to anybody's bullshit out there, the court records prove it. We fought them to get DNA done. They did not want to do DNA. Larry Marshall and John Hanna went to Houston, Texas, to my sister's house and asked her for money to pitch in, to turn around and help pay for the DNA. We could not get enough money. We petitioned the DuPage County Court for money to be able to pay for the DNA. DuPage County fought the DNA testing. Burkett fought it. They didn't want to have anything to do with it. But when the judge ruled in our favor to have it, then DuPage County says, well, you know what, as long as you're going to let them have it, we'll go ahead and pay for it. The county will go ahead and pick up the tab. That's what happened with it. DuPage County didn't say, oh, here, there's DNA. You guys go do it for this guy to prove he's innocent. No, they never did that. We are the ones that did that. I was talking to John Hanlon about that the other day when a reporter called me and told me what Burkett said. Hanlon got so mad. He says, so what were we doing then? He goes, are we working for DuPage County now? He goes, I never knew that. I never knew it either, you know, so. But there's a lot of things. But when it comes to, like I say, all the lying,
that we all the same. We all need to pull together. Try to turn another page in our lives. Remember to reach out to someone in need. Yeah. Out. Just try to remember that we all the same. We all need to pull together. Try to turn another page in our lives. Remember to reach out to someone in need. We need to live life to the fullest. Believe in ourselves and our fellow man. And it's about that time to make a change. You can make it happen. Believe. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it just keeps on. It don't stop, and it just tears life up, man. I mean, it's torn my life up. It's still tearing my life up. Nothing's. I mean, you know, these things start getting better, and it just gets worse, you know. And I thank God right now, like I said, on Thursday, a week ago Thursday, I got full custody of 2 of my kids. I'm trying to get the other ones, but so many lies, you know, from everything, and now who knows if I'm even gonna stay where I'm living at now, because now I got the police coming by wondering, you know, okay, now he's a witness of the murder. He must have did the murder. He must have been there. You know, I don't need my kids raised in that community. It's only 22 blocks, that community. It's real small. It's a little village with a bunch of cornfields on the outside of it. That's it. That's where I live.
You wanted there to get away, right?
Yeah, now it's there again, so it's, you know, but I hope you guys get something out about this.
I know that to ask a question after this would be like asking a question after hearing the Gettysburg Address, the Lord's Prayer, and and our time is up anyway. But I'm sure that Rolando and Steve will hang around for a few minutes if any of you want to come up and talk to them.
Is this for me?
You may have that.
Can I?
You may have it. Yes, you may.
Can people sign this for me? I do not have a copy of this book, by the way, nor of the first one. There's 6 books on it. I have a copy of none of them. None at all.
You may have it.
May I be the first to sign it?
Okay. At least I have the book. And I do apologize for being late. I had to take the kids to school.
The timing was fine. The timing worked out this way.
Good. Do you have any questions on this? I'm not going to go long, though.
First, thank you for sharing what you do. I just wanted to ask, do you get involved with the Center of Wrongful Convictions to try and help others who have been through what you've been through, and maybe consider that?
At first I did. When I first came out, I did speaking engagements all over. I worked on it. This is right before Rob actually became the director of it. And then I decided I wanted to get away from it. I was tired of speaking. Everybody was pulling, not in a bad way. They were doing a good way. But I wanted to have kids. I wanted to have kids. But now I want to start speaking again. That's why I came out here today and told Rob I want to start. I want to get involved with the center and once in Wisconsin, wherever else.
We have a copy of the video for you that we've shown before.
Yeah, so no, I want to start getting involved.
Rolando, is there any way that we can help you at this point? I mean, I listen to you and my heart breaks, and I know it goes on and on. And I know everybody in this room feels the same way. And the question that came to my mind is there anything we can do?
Just pray. Pray and keep confidence.
You're without a job right now, is that?
Yep.
I also filled out application for a security guard job. I haven't had a traffic ticket on my record in about 30 years. Martial arts nut, so me and this guy that was going to give me a job is a professional wrestler. We Google each other's names, check everything out. Okay, I'm a fighter, he's a wrestler. All this stuff comes up about the case because I have YouTube videos out. I don't get no job. Nah. So it affects everyone.
Yeah.
Rolando would like everybody here to.
But I had a poster. I don't know if you ever seen the original 10 Reasons to Be Against the Death Penalty poster. I had that signed by all 10 of us when we all got together. And P.T. Dennis Williams, he passed away. But my second wife, being evil that she was, turned around and ripped it up and threw it away after I had left her. So that's something that never ever been replaced. So it means something to me to have something sad with people. Just like little confidence that we have to see.
Rolando,
Yes.
do you have any objection to this being on YouTube so that your truth can be told unaltered?
If I could see it first.
Absolutely.
If I could see it first.
Absolutely.
And there's so many videos out there now. That's what they ever asked if I could see them or have a copy. I don't know.
No problem. I was there since the clemency hearing, you know that.
Con su cabeza chata, andares de torero, ojos que se apagan con el largo pelo hasta el cinturón. Es bromista y busca siempre tal ocasión. Siempre la He went on shoe shine, he got Trojan football, he got monkey finger, he shoots Coca-Cola, he said, I know you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. Tienen sus ojos botas de una boca, pelo de la Yoko y una espina rota. Allí él está, bésalo en la cama de su enfermedad. Come together right now over me. Roller coaster, he got early morning, he got money water, he want mojo filter, he say 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking 'cause it's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. siempre juntos.